Hi, boys and girls. Kimochi time. Kimochis are our friends. Kimochis are our friends. They are here to play with us. Kimochis are our friends. They have feelings too. They have feelings too. Happy, sad, and angry, just like me and you. Awesome. Well, my friends, what a great week it's been. We've learned about the frustrated Katawaza and how we need to bounce back. And Hugtopus taught us all about the 4 steps to what we can do or tricks that we can handle our frustrations. And when we're frustrated, how to make our frustrated a little bit smaller. It might not go away because you're probably still going to be frustrated if you can't do it. But we learned that these steps will help you stick with it. And that 4th step, asking for help, is going to be really, really useful because we know that we can't give up. So I hoped you liked that movie, or the story that you just read, Beautiful Oops, because sometimes the best things come out of the little mistakes that we made. Or it's an opportunity to turn it into something really, really great, even though it started off as a mistake. So artists do that, chefs do that. They have created some of the things that we eat were mistakes, and now they're like one of the favorite things that are popular things that we eat. So it's a little bit of trial and error, and that means that we try something and then it actually goes better than we thought because we made a mistake or an error. Okay, so I love that story, Beautiful Oops. I had forgotten about that. So turn your oopsies into something beautiful. Okay, now I want to ask you a question before we do our activity today. Do you remember the story Giraffes Can't Dance? Yeah, it was the story about Gerald, the giraffe who couldn't dance, and the other animals made fun of him because they were all really, really good dancers. And so they, look at his face right here. They would just make fun of him because he couldn't dance. And then one day he listened and heard his own music and he was able to dance, and all of the animals were like, wow, Gerald, how did you learn how to do that? But he didn't give up. He wanted to. He definitely wanted to, but he didn't give up. He stuck with it and he was able to dance. So today, boys and girls, we're talking about the power of yet. So there are all things that we can't do yet. That's the cool thing about it. So maybe your friend can ride a 2-wheel bike, and maybe they'll say, well, I can ride a 2-wheel bike. And you can say, well, I can't ride a 2-wheel bike yet. See, it's kind of the growth mindset too. We know that if we work at it and stick with it, that we're gonna get it. We just don't know how to do it just yet. So remember the power of yet. And today, we are gonna be finishing up the last page in our Kimochis with Mrs. Henry little booklet. And it's the last page, and it's a good one because it says, I can't do this yet. The power of yet. That little 3-letter CVC word is really powerful because there are things that you couldn't do at the beginning of the year, but now you can. There are things that you couldn't do when you were 4, but now you can. So there might be things when you end in kindergarten that you're not able to do yet, but if you stick with it and keep working at it, you'll get there. So today it's your job to color this and read it over and over and over again. We talked about positive affirmations. We're going to be talking about that more in detail, but when you say positive things to yourself, it really helps. So self-talk, that positive self-talk, I can't do this yet. Instead of, I'm never gonna be able to do this. Which one sounds better? Yeah, if you convince yourself that you can't do something, you won't be able to do it. But if you convince yourself that if you stick with it, work hard, and keep trying, chances are you're gonna accomplish your goal. So whenever you think about something that's really hard for you, I want you to practice saying that. I can't read yet. I can't ride a two-wheel bike yet. I can't write my letters perfectly yet. These are all things that you can work on. I can't jump rope yet. I can't hula hoop yet. I can't go to school yet, but we know that we're gonna get there. So your job is to color this. Now, I want you to do a really good job. I'm a really fast colorer. Use lots of different bright colors. Use your favorite colors because this is gonna be in your workspace somewhere to remind you about the power of yet. So be like Gerald, stick with it, don't give up, bounce back, and enjoy this little saying, and I hope that you say it often. I can't do this yet. All right, boys and girls, have a really great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Goodbye, boys and girls.